This is a PSA for all Steeler fans. Don't panic. Stay patient. We'll get to work. All right, guys, we got to address something that happened this week. I know this is pretty timely, but we want to talk about the George Pickens trade. Hayden, did you have any thoughts on that?
I do have thoughts. I honestly want to know yours first, but I did think it was funny how it happened. We had gotten back from Ireland, right? So our times were a little off.
Yeah.
We have a producer on the West Coast who sends us a text at 1:30 asking if George had been traded. I was awake, which is normal. You were awake, which is not normal.
Right.
And it was weird seeing you respond back and forth. Nothing had happened at this point. I think we were all a little shocked. I obviously, no one cares what I think about this. What do you think about it as a player? Shocking news as a fan. I will say that. I don't know if you knew anything about this, but as a fan, I was very surprised.
I didn't know anything about it. I think in my position, didn't expect to know. I woke up the next morning and he had been traded. Was I surprised? Yeah, but, the game is the game, and, I know it benefits both teams. We get another third-round pick. They get a wide receiver to go along with CD Lamb. Would I've liked to see George and DK play together? Yeah, but hopefully there's something in the works. I don't know. I'm not going to, go out and, start making these, extravagant thoughts of, we're going to trade for this. I think you have to look at the players we do have around. You got Calvin Austin, and I think he's going to take a step forward. I think the ball should be going through Pat a little bit more. And then also you're looking for a guy like Roman Wilson to really take a big step. So, it's not like we don't have a number one receiver still with DK. So that's going to play a factor. But, we'll see what happens. Lots happened this offseason. I know everybody made a big stink about what the Steelers are going to do, but there's been a lot of turnover there.
Yeah, a lot has happened. They also signed Robert Woods, a nice veteran presence to be in that room too. I think just the biggest question fans would have, and my initial question, and not that you can answer this, but is if trading George was an option, why not address that in the draft, or why not maybe even be a little more aggressive in free agency? It's weird because we're 4 months out from the season starting. So it feels like there's some time, but also doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of time. So I think as fans, we're just kind of like, what is the plan? You know what I mean? But you're right. They trust who's in that room. They got DK, and there's still time to make moves in the free agency. I just am. Was there a group chat going around the team? Like,
no.
Did everybody else see this, or like, what was the reaction? Like, I know, what is it? Like, is everybody else talking about this, or what?
I'm sure guys have talked about it, but I think the main thing is, and this is a PSA for all Steeler fans, don't panic, stay patient, we'll get to work. I think sometimes we can, jump off the ship and think the ship is sinking. We got work to do. Whoever won the offseason isn't going to win the regular season. It is not going to win a Super Bowl. So I'm locked in on that. Locked in on having a good year, and I hope my teammates are too.
So this is kind of maybe take something from Aaron Rodgers' playbook and relax. Everybody relax. And there's still a lot of time to go. We don't even start training camp. I don't even know if we got the dates on training camp yet. So let Omar work. He knows what he's doing. And, listen, getting the third and fifth round back, I know they gave us 6 in there too, but they've acquired a ton of picks for next year. So I think they're planning for next year, but I also think they're trying to win this year, which I understand.
And I think we got to look at the track record with trading wide receivers. There's been, some good history behind this and when to do it, what to expect. I was looking at a stat. It was like there's only been like 3 or 4 receivers that have made it past their rookie contracts with the Steelers.
I saw that too.
It's crazy. You had AB, you had Deontay Johnson, you had Hines Ward. I think you got Juju for like another year, but like for the most part, they know when to re-sign and when to trade. We'll see what happens. We could be a better team because of it.
Yeah, they have. There is a track record there of knowing when to trade a guy at the right time. And I would say this too to fans. We don't know what's going on day to day. The team has knows all the information, right? So we need to assume that they are doing what's best, not only for this year, but for the future of the organization. And it's very hard, though, I will say, as a fan, sometimes not to lose your mind, like, what are we doing, right? But I think you're right. Talking to you was nice. Let's relax. Let's give it time. I'm trying to be calmer, okay, and not reactivate. But I will say, this damn wide receiver position the last 2 years, Cam, is causing me stress that it should not. Okay? It is. I need it to be done. I thought it was over, and then a month later, after we get DK, we're traded George, and now it's like the wide receivers in the story again. So I'm trying to be calmer, but I'll tell you what, by July, if we don't have an answer, I'm coming on here and I'm screaming, okay?
I don't care if you scream. You're welcome to, but like for the fans that are out of control, go take a vacation. We got time. And who's to say we can't build someone in our own, home? I think sometimes you look for the sexy pick of, just trying to get a proven product. Why don't you make your own product? Why don't we just, grow from within and, make the players and watch them prosper. I think sometimes you're just looking for a quick and easy fix, and that's not always the answer.
I think, too, you got to keep in mind, like you said, Calvin took a step last year. I thought that was really impressive. Roman Wilson didn't get on the field much last year, but that doesn't mean he can't take a step, too, and become a better player as well, right? He's a third-round pick. That's a pretty high capital you spent on him. Yeah. I think the team has faith that he's going to make the moves that he needs to, much like Calvin did. And then you're right. Pat gets a little more targets. I don't think it's as bad of a room as it was last year, so that's something that I think we can say, too, where I think we're in a better spot than we were last year.
Yeah. And we'll see, We will see. I'll say again, we got a lot of time and, more work to be done. But who shies away from the work? Not us.
No, but I can't take another 3 months of receiver rumors, dude. If I hear Brandon Ayuk's name one more time, I swear I'm going to lose it, okay? I can't be dealing with this. Okay?
Why? Why can't you be
so stressful? I'm following random Twitter accounts or X accounts, and I'm like, this dude's hinting that we're getting Brandon Ayuk. Or this dude's hinting Chris Olave, and I'm like, I get excited and I need to just stop worrying about it. I need to turn the phone off and stop looking at it because
social media is not real, guys.
It's horrible. It's a terrible place. It's a terrible place. Awful.
Yeah. All right, Hayden, I want to talk about our crazy, fun, unbelievable trip to Ireland. What'd you think?
I had a fantastic time. It was amazing. I didn't know what to expect about Ireland. I don't know what you thought, but it exceeded all my expectations. And I know you had a tough time traveling, getting back. It felt like you took forever, but it was still an amazing trip. What did you think of it?
We'll talk about that part at the very end because there's plenty of things I could bring up with that story. But just some quick hits when I think about Ireland. The food was actually pretty good. Wasn't expecting it to be great. I think London kind of leans on that and gives it a bad name, but food was pretty good. I'd probably give it 3.5, Heyward heads. And
3.5 Heyward heads, huh?
3.5 Heyward heads.
I think we need to change the rule because 3.5 feels like it's not very good.
3.5 is good.
I know, but because it's only 5, so like
passing.
3.5. It's tough. It is passing. I mean, what was your favorite thing? I'm sorry I interrupt you. What was your favorite thing?
Foods. We're gonna work our way.
You're gonna do it? Okay.
I like the fish and chips. You think all fish and chips are the same,
dude?
But I do like the fish and chips. The fish and chips was amazing. What else did I like?
Can we do a blind taste test once with fish and chips and see if you could tell the difference?
But like they had like the little oil and
it was good. It was just fish and
chips.
It was just fish and chips. I'm sorry. Go for it.
No,
sorry.
That was a different fish and chips.
Go ahead.
What else? I like the seafood chowder. I like the oysters, the lobsters. There's plenty of seafood there. We actually went to this one place called The Bridge. I asked for like ribs and wings and didn't realize the ribs were going to come out as a full rack and then a kilo of buffalo wings. The wings are a little bit smaller, but plenty of food. I did not finish it. That was great. The drinks, Guinness, Jameson, yes. The tours, yes. Hiking, yes, was amazing. The touring where we did a boat tour around Ireland. Got to see a lot of Hoth. We also did a tour of Game of Thrones in Belfast. Mm-hmm. I was really surprised how much stuff they had in the Game of Thrones tour. Mm-hmm. I liked it a lot more because I'm a Game of Thrones fan. Hayden is not. The rest of the people were not.
I'll say this though, but I think though the fact that I enjoyed it kind of says how cool it was. Because like I said, it wouldn't have been like it. But if you love it, you need to go to it 1,000%. Because it's like the real stuff. Like it was wild to watch.
Dude, we did a tea time there in the middle of our tour.
Yeah,
and it was every dessert and pastry lined up. What else did we do? Oh, I got a chance to learn Gaelic football. Learned about rugby. Didn't know anything about rugby. And also hurling. Hurling, I actually enjoyed more than all of them. But we went to a rugby match.
I was going to say, come on.
The rugby match was unbelievable to go to. Mm-hmm. Felt a little bit like fish out of water because we were just not really knowing the rules.
Just say it. We didn't know the rules. We were confused.
And like they were screaming. They were pissed. And you know, it was a game they thought they were going to win. Leinster. I think they had just beaten the team like 60-0. And so everybody thought it was going to be a walk in the park. It wasn't. I brought bad luck there, but really cool stadium to go to is Aviva Stadium. What else am I forgetting? We played golf there. Really good course. Had some good breakfast sandwiches. The golfing there we had was not good. But
we were terrible. Yeah, but nice course.
Great course. I think the worst thing we probably had though, the black pudding.
Yeah.
The black pudding.
And honestly, if you saw last week's episode, you saw us eating it. It's just dry, and when you scream pig blood at us, that was the worst food by far. You didn't mention Guinness stew, by the way. Guinness stew was good. The Guinness stew was very good.
Black pudding. It was very off-putting.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
I just remember eating it being like, oh, this is a hash brown. And then being like, it's pig's blood. and your face was one way. My face was like, yeah, I'm done here. But
yeah, I think, too, if you're a Steeler fan, you're going to have a great time. I think there's already a lot of Steeler fans in that country. And I think it's going to be awesome. I'm with you. The food, I think I was pleasantly surprised with it. Not that I thought it wasn't going to be good. I just wasn't familiar with Irish cuisine. Yes. Delicious. I also think too, if you enjoy a Guinness, if you enjoy Guinness in America, you will really enjoy Guinness in Ireland. It was great.
Jameson.
Jameson too. I mean let me ask you this: which was your favorite tour?
The whiskey in me is going to say Jameson.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say though that Guinness, the Guinness is kind of a walking one, but once you finish and you can go up to the top of the bar and they have, a 360 view of the country basically up there. Like the hangout at the Guinness was a lot of fun, and just amazing. I mean, to see how it's all made, and it is delicious there.
And you split the G everywhere you went.
Oh man, straight splitting the G. I will say the one time I tried to split the G in front of actual Irishmen, I failed miserably, and they proceeded to all laugh.
Can we tell people what splitting the G is?
No, I think it's good. You need to go figure it out. You need to go figure out what it is to split the G. I recommend any Steeler fan, though, whenever the date is released, if you can make it, you can afford to go. Absolutely. It is a great country. I mean,
and I will say it gets a bad rap about the weather, and maybe we just lucked up.
We did.
It was a little chilly, but it was like great football weather.
Yes, I'll say, though, very confusing. It could be like 78 degrees, and then literally you turn a corner and you get into like shade, and it dropped to like 40.
It's the country of Pittsburgh, basically, guys.
I mean, a really great trip. Very grateful to go there. It was, and also, too, Jeremy
Hans.
Thank you for hosting. Great time.
Yes. A
lot of good for kind of be short notice. A ton of Steeler fans showed up, too. So thank you, obviously, to Steeler Nation. And you guys are big in Ireland, man.
We're going to be bigger. A big deal. We're going to be bigger. It's going to be, I think, I don't know if everybody's expecting what's about to happen once we get to Ireland, but I think it's going to be a storm, a wave of black and yellow. And it's going to be fun. Hayden, what was your favorite part of the whole trip?
Man, you know what's funny? The guys we were with asked me this. There was your high and what was your low? First off, there were no lows. Okay, there
were some lows.
It's only the pudding. The pudding was the low. That's it. Okay, was I cold on the boat? Yeah, but honestly, dude, we got to see seals and stuff. It was great. The pudding, okay, was the low. If I'm being honest, the high is tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. The Guinness was great. I know we keep going back to that. The Jameson tour was amazing too.
And I'll say this about the Guinness. The Guinness tastes completely different from anything over here.
Dude.
It tastes pure.
It's jet fuel too. Like we got there, we were all a little drained because when you fly over, you kind of leave late at night, you're kind of drained. As soon as I got a Guinness in me, it was like it ran through my body and I was awake and ready to go. So that's another thing I would warn people that the Guinness is like jet fuel there. It is amazing. I consumed more Guinness in Ireland than I have in my entire life. It was unbelievably good. High though, that's tough. I don't know. What was your high? Maybe you could spark a memory here that would give me a high. It was a lot of fun. I don't know. The hiking was really awesome, dude.
Was cool.
The boat tour was a little cold. I'm just gonna be shoot to you straight. But the hiking was really cool.
I'd probably say those tours we did with the different spirits, I think those were top of the line. The parks were really cool. It's probably the food, but you know what it was? And I think this is what made it really, really cool. The people. The best part about it is the people treat you nice. They're prideful. Even when we did the Game of Thrones tour, I thought that was amazing. And you're getting a chance to see Jon Snow, all of his costumes. You're seeing where Hodor, seeing the sets, seeing how they built everything. They didn't like half-ass anything. It was like they went full tilt and made sure if you're going to come to the Game of Thrones studio tour, you're going to be part of Game of Thrones after this. I think the worst part, not even the worst part, it was just tough for us. We didn't always understand everybody.
No.
And so, there was a lot of, excuse me, can you repeat that?
Yeah.
But if you're worried about that, that's the least of your worries.
No, I agree. And I, kind of piggyback off the tour thing. Every person that gave us a tour at the Little Dublin Museum, that lady, I forget her name at this moment, she did an amazing job. Like the amount of personality and the amount of care they put in all this. The guy at the Jameson one was amazing too. So it's like all the tour guides, you could tell, really take pride in it. They had a great time. And I was saying, we were talking with the Pro Football Ireland guy who we had on the show, Mike McQuaid, and you could tell how excited they are for NFL fans to get over there and see it. And I think Ireland is ready. I think they're going to really support. What'd you think of Croke Park where you're going to play though?
Croke Park was I said it in a social clip, but it was like entering a Coliseum. Feels a bit older. It's got that Acrisure Heinz feel aesthetic. But when you see there's a room for just standing room, and it's not like ours where it's just there's a wall of standing room. No, they literally have stands just for standing room. And so it's going to be interesting because I think you can drink a lot more at these games. So
yeah, the rugby,
be a rowdy bunch.
I'll say this: the rugby thing, we were joking. I forget who I feel like we were with somebody. They were like, "Oh yeah, they stopped serving beer in the third quarter, right?" And they looked at them like they had four heads. They're like, "Nah, we keep going through." So that'll be interesting. What'd you think of the field surface?
They take care of their fields way better than we ever did.
Really?
There's all these signs that say please do not walk. It's gated off. It's we got to learn some things on the U.S. side of how to take care of the pitch or the field. A
little P.S. Hey here. I'm making up a segment here. P.S. Hey. If you see an athlete in the airport, as somebody who is friends with you and understands this, leave them alone. Traveling sucks. They don't want to be bothered. Leave them alone. A little P.S. Hey here, okay? Leave these athletes alone. That's the last thing you need is people tapping on your back, asking if you've been recognized. Leave them alone or give them a head nod. Don't draw attention. Don't take the picture. Just give them a head nod. I feel like you would respect that a lot more than walking up to me asking for a picture. Just saying.
Just read the room.
Yes.
There's a time and a place for everything.
Thank you.
And I am more than willing to take pictures, put on a smile, have fun. I understand it's sometimes a big moment, but sometimes I'm just beat. I did not have the energy to even, and there's that, or people just staring, and it's I'm in the zoo or something, and just.
I will also say too, this also goes back. We've not been able to discuss this. Goes back to our time in Green Bay when fans knocked on our Airbnb to try to get you to come out and talk. That also inappropriate. Do not do that.
Yeah.
Do not do that. They tried to go on our YouTube and like comment on it. I'm like, you wrote all that and thought that made Cam look bad? It's like you knocked on our Airbnb.
Yeah.
Like,
and this is what made it the most uncomfortable part. The kid, my assistant was there and was like, he's going to take a shower. And they responded was, can I jump in there with him?
I didn't know you were going to say that part.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I didn't know if I had the okay.
I ain't letting that off. But made me feel very uncomfortable. So then I was like, yeah, I'm not doing any of that. It's just not really cool. But we had a great time in Green Bay.
We did. One more thing I want to do though before we got here. Where would you rank top 5 things, worst things to do on a plane? Taking your feet off and ripping ass. Where do those rank? Are those
ripping ass is definitely at the top of the list.
Man, the feet thing bothers me, man.
Feet thing is right under, but ripping
totally
ass,
inconsiderate.
The entire flight is just that's what serial killers do.
What about like taking the armrest? How do you fight for the armrest on the plane?
I put my arm down and I make sure I get it.
You never don't get an armrest, do you?
I get both.
You get every armrest.
I get both. I'm sorry. Like I am not going to back down from that.
You got to use your size to your advantage.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
I go straight box out, bro. Like,
has anybody ever tried to fight you on it? Have you ever tried to?
No,
wiggle
they
it off?
try to do like the occasional and then like slide it back down. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get back up and slide it right back down. Like I don't really care.
This actually reminds me. What's worse, shoes off farting or taking a nap on your head, on your shoulder, like that one guy did?
Oh, I'm sorry, farting and then the exposing feet is just scary. I'd rather have a shoulder on my head. And please don't do that next time. Please do not put your head on my shoulder. I don't really know you like that.
You know, though, farting on a plane's the best place to do it.
Oh, because
nobody knows where it's coming from. You have no idea. Have I?
Hayden is definitely our guy,
dude. Have I done it? I was gonna say if it was the flight from Ireland over, I know what it was. It was the Jameson, man. Okay, like holy shnikes! It gasses you up. It does. Like
I will say I've been struggling.
Oh man, the stomach.
We've been back, but it is what it is.
It is. But yeah, fart on the plane's the best place to do it. Nobody knows where it's coming from. You can just look around, totally shocked too. It's the best.
All right, well that's been our Ireland reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for coming on. We knew you guys got to do it together though.
One goes, the other one follows.
So let's get started. International games. You guys excited to play in Dublin this year?
I am. I hear our fan base is getting pretty good there. I'm excited to play somewhere outside of the U.S. for sure.
I actually never used my passport before, and I had it for a couple 6 years, and I've never used it. So it's gonna be my first trip outside of the mainland, the U.S. So I'm kind of excited, dog.
Well, just going there, we got a chance to play some golf. I definitely know both of y'all love golf, so more Nick than Keanu for reasons we all know about. But it should be fun. Is there anything else y'all excited to do out there though?
I'm a big foodie, so I want to see what they food talking about. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll be there too. I want to see the ocean. Because I like the water, so I see how the water looks like.
You want to get some black pudding?
What's in it?
You just gotta try it.
No,
it's dry.
Nah. The last time that happened, I just gotta try it. We was at St. Elmo's, and this punk over here had the shrimp cocktail thing with all the horseradish on it, and I'm thinking it's a garlic sauce. And he ate it and didn't make a face, so I loaded my shrimp up. What? I thought I was gonna die, bro. So I don't know.
Why did you think it was a garlic sauce? It's red cocktail sauce.
But it's little pieces of the horseradish look like garlic. You know what I mean? I thought it was shredded garlic, minced garlic in the sauce. That's what I would do. Put garlic in my sauce.
But you let me try what your people be cooking.
But that's real food, though.
Yeah, you said you just gotta try. So you gotta try it.
So you gotta try black pudding. But like,
Yeah, when you're in Ireland, you need to try it.
Yeah.
Nick, what's your favorite food from the islands?
rice, sticky rice. What? Okay. What you mean, like? Because we get plenty food, you know what I mean. But if I had to eat one food for the rest of my life, I'd eat rice. But it's like sticky rice, you know what I mean?
Okay, what are the exotic dishes? Damn.
When spam musubi, probably kalbi with meat june, mac salad, poke, game over.
Oh,
Bunker
game
shoot.
over. The schedule comes out tomorrow. Any thoughts or predictions?
Oh, 17-0. We probably gonna play Christmas Eve and maybe Thanksgiving Eve.
What?
But I don't know. But all I know is anytime, any place, anywhere, my brothers is ready.
You like playing on Christmas?
Christmas was fun. I think it was. I ain't never played on Christmas, so it was cool for me. And then my family came in, got to see me play on Christmas. It was cool. I ain't got nothing else to do. This is my job. This is my life, man.
If we play on Halloween, y'all gotta dress up?
Yeah.
No, we ain't no rookies no more, man.
Oh,
Nobody made you dress up.
That's a rookie thing. Exactly, that's a rookie thing. Nah, he can dress up.
yeah. I'm gonna come in something.
I ain't
fire.
dressing up.
I might dress up as like Naruto or something.
I'll just be fresh, clean as usual, per usual.
Hey, what's the first thing you three look at when the schedule's released?
Me is when we play the Ravens and the Bengals and the Browns. Those are the first 6 games I look for.
Well, I already know I'm going to play those, so I just look forward to making sure I actually get Christmas Eve off or Thanksgiving off because I like celebrating with my family.
I just look for more like games towards the West Coast because that's like easier for my family to come out and see me play. So just trying to schedule that in.
All right, I'm going to start a new segment. It's called Locker Room Lockdown, where you're getting the inside scoop from all things Steelers. First question, who's the best trash talker on the team?
Probably you.
Yeah, it's definitely you.
You be talking.
You just love, and you in your little corner every time, every morning.
That's not trash talking. That's just to wake y'all up.
For sure, Cam. He loves to bully people.
Not even TJ?
Cam be trying to get Connor to wash his back. He's like, hey, Connor, wash my back. I'm like,
Yo, what's going on, dog?
Like, Connor, let me know. We gonna mob him, dog. I know we can't beat him 1-on-1, but 2 of us together, we might have a chance.
That's wild. Now you're just throwing out stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's you for sure.
Yeah,
It's me? Nobody else?
Subtle trash talk.
TJ's like petty. Like he'll say
he a
something
smart
petty.
ass.
Yeah. Like he'll be like, oh, I got 4 All-Pros. You don't even have 4 sacks. Like, okay, bro.
Well, shit, you can't even argue with.
Yeah. It's like, you're the best, so we get it.
First NFL paycheck, what was the first purchase?
First big purchase, for sure, was my car, AMG GLE 53,
Dang.
2024, red interior. But yeah,
Keep going.
that was my thing right there.
What was mine? I definitely got a car, but I think golf clubs were my first purchase. I got because I never had my own golf clubs. I just had a bunch of hand-me-downs, and I was tired of trying to make it work. So I was like, I'm gonna go get fitted for some real clubs now. And my game has been trending in the right direction ever since.
Which teammate has surprised you the most?
Damn. Because when you think of somebody on year 15, you don't think they're supposed to be able to do the things that you are able to do. So I'm gonna say you.
Aw, thanks.
Oh, little bro, big bro.
And I don't even like you like that, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Give credit where credit is due. For sure.
All right, what's happened with the quarterback situation? What we doing?
You see, I tried to bring something up on the slick. I don't know. We might.
I mean, Tom Brady was 6th round, right? Got some old Big Ten guy, Ohio State guy. You know, we got Rudolph. You know, he's always in the gun, in the slinger. We got options. You know, I like our options right now. I do.
I like our options too. You guys have grown up. Because I remember 2 years ago, when I asked that question, y'all would have started getting scary.
For what?
I fear God, bro.
Okay. We'll hold it to that. Y'all got any pregame rituals or superstitions?
Rituals is just my music. I gotta drive alone to the stadium. Like if my lady in town, she got to drive by herself or with Nick family.
That's
Cause I
crazy.
got locked in. I can't talk to nobody in the car. Like I got locked in. That's my me time. So when I get to the locker room, I'm all set and ready to go.
I just gotta have a cup of orange juice in the morning with breakfast.
Orange juice.
Yeah,
Avocado toast.
orange juice, some juice.
All right. I want to talk about your big brother, TJ. What's it like playing with TJ?
It's I don't know. Sometimes it don't seem real. You know what I mean? Because like you grow up watching guys like that.
You trying to cry, bro?
No, I need some more. Yo, you're
You don't
talking
grow up
shit. No,
watching guys
Oh.
like that?
No, you grow up watching guys like that, and then kind of just. It's crazy that I went to Wisconsin too, and I just kind of followed. Like I guess you could say I just followed the same blueprint or whatever, but. Just being able to like learn from him and see how he goes about his business every day. And I think that only makes me better. When you have somebody like that in front of you, the best in the world, there's not much more you could ask for, I feel like.
Have you met your baby sister?
No, I haven't yet. He told me big bro got to stay away for a little bit. There's personal matters going on. I said, okay, big bro, let me know when little bro can come see little sis, bro.
Hey, we got 3 new rookies, 2 D linemen, 1 outside linebacker. Is there anything that they need to expect coming into our room?
Get ready to buy a lot of snacks.
Get ready for Dunbar to say some crazy shit every day. Get ready for the sayings.
What's the craziest thing Dunbar said?
Rehearse your song already.
Yeah.
If you're friends with somebody, do a duet.
Y'all better
that's
get
an easy way
y'all
to.
rookie show together for sure.
That's an easy way to kind of just like win the crowd over already. Like you kill a duet, like me and KB.
What song did y'all sing again?
Same girl. You know, that was about a true story at Wisconsin too.
Wait, y'all was dealing with the same girl?
Same, yeah, bro. That was about we was messing with the same girl and we ain't know. She had 2 different phones and all that good stuff.
That's how we became best friends.
Yeah, bro.
That's how y'all became best friends.
Yeah,
I met her.
Y'all want to shout her out? Give her
Yeah,
props?
say the name.
He met her at a party in Chicago. I met her at a party in Atlanta. And then whatever happened. But
Who'd she like first?
the streets.
Streets.
Oh my gosh. All right, last question for me. Any predictions on draft picks that will have big immediate impacts?
I'm thinking our first round pick, the D lineman. I think he's gonna have a big impact playing left end. Just think he got to come in ready to work and get some playing time.
I think the running back we drafted, Caleb Johnson, because I played him in college at Iowa, and I always thought he was a good player. And I think that just adds depth to our running back room already, because we already have Jalen and Kenny Gainwell, and I think those are 2 great running backs, and I think Caleb can provide that different aspect to our room.
Who won when y'all played?
We lost one,
we won one. Those don't count, but we won one, we lost one. We beat them when they was like number 8 in Madison. It was jumping.
I think I went 3-1 against them.
KB, you said Dunbar, they got to be ready for his sayings. What's the craziest thing he said?
He be saying some crazy stuff now. Like, I should have brought my book. I got a pamphlet with all his little sayings my rookie year.
He said if it's not normal, then it's unnormal.
And like he'll wait on you to finish it. If it's not normal, then it's unnormal. You like, all right, bro. Like,
if it's not pass, it's run.
Well, there's only 2 options.
Like, all right, coach, I got you.
I've been doing this since Moby Dick was a minnow.
What can the rookies expect to be treated by Cam? What's he going to treat you guys like?
Shit.
Like shit. Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Just be
Really?
ready. Yeah.
I was really that bad. Y'all
How
gonna
bad
lie.
was he y'all's rookie year?
Y'all gonna lie.
Nah, Cam was good. He's not gonna talk to you for like the first couple weeks, but after he kind of warms up to you and you earn his respect, which I think it should be like that. You got to earn his respect. Then, I mean, Cam cool.
Well, no, this is where it comes back from. Because Casey Hampton used to always tell me he wouldn't learn rookies' names until after the first year because he was afraid they were going to leave and he was just going to forget about them. So I at least try to learn y'all, and I try to be cool with y'all.
Damn, so you weren't even going to remember our name?
I was. Casey didn't.
Like we weren't ringside at WWE.
We were.
Like we weren't there when those dudes tried to grab Cal?
Yeah, like we weren't standing on business for your son.
When?
At WWE.
Oh, wrestling. And they kept messing with you.
Dudes try to come up to us.
And you were sitting there laughing.
What's up?
You had to grab him up.
I was laughing because the two wrestlers were trying to like egg on Cal, and Cal was going back like, you suck. And I'm like, I don't want to get involved in this.
What has Cam taught you? Let's just go with that. What's Cam taught you?
I know what unexpected skill he learned. It was from Larry Ogunjobi and how to dress.
Hey, I can dress though.
Larry got you right though.
Get in there.
Larry
I
got you right.
Out my fashion. That's unexpected for sure. But pertaining to football, I'm gonna say Cam helped me out with my recovery. I stole everything: his Pilates instructor, his masseuse, just keeping my body right off the field. Pre-game routine,
all the supplements.
He always tried to dress like me when we go out and stuff. But
that is never the case. Never. Wait.
What kind of supplements? What supplements did you put them on?
Nothing.
He said supplements.
It's like a pre-workout.
The pre-workout.
Yeah, it's like crazy. Don't be trying to make it seem like
I'm just asking. You've been doing it for a long time. You must have something.
Yeah. First of all, this is the thing KB likes to do. Every time we're warming up before the game, he looks at what I'm wearing as I go out to the field. And then he changes real fast and tries to get like me.
Hold up.
There's way too many pictures where we look like doublemint twins. And don't make no sense.
Bro. It's okay.
Twin. Where have you been?
I don't wear the shorts over my pants though. That's a bit upsetting.
And the socks like halfway up the leg crunched up is crazy.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Or the capris. Crazy beat.
Oh, well, you dress like TJ, so I can't do that.
Oh, no. You know that boy got no drip. That's disrespectful.
Yes,
he only wears like we said last.
You stole the sleeve too. You started wearing the sleeve because of TJ.
Yeah, he stole the sleeve.
No, I didn't. He wears a regular arm sleeve. I was the first one. I cut the long sleeve and I had the full sleeve.
You even wear the cutoff like TJ too underneath the pads.
You know what's crazy though is like the media team only wanted to post it when he wore it, and they called him the Winter Soldier. And I was like, I've been wearing this, but now they want to post it, so now it's I'm wearing what he's wearing.
Okay, what's the difference between Paul Chris and Mike T?
I feel like they both real personable, but I think Mike T is a little bit more. I ain't gonna say aggressive, but he know how to get the most out of his team in a different way. I don't know. Yeah, his connection is a lot different.
He motivates you in a different sense.
Yeah.
Like, coaches will talk shit, but not like Mike T. Like Mike T will talk shit. You know what I mean? Like he'll get you going. Like he'll have me hot out there at practice. I'm like, all right, coach, like, come on. But
Nick, I want you to bring up how Mike T gets you motivated throughout a week when he's putting you on the board.
Like when he's just saying Herb, like on a special, like on a game day, like a game day.
Yeah.
I mean, it could start anywhere and end anywhere. It could be of me missing a block on punt to me pass rushing on defense, and all he says is like, you have to win this rep. Or then he'll like put me on blast one day saying that I'm a burger flipper and that this dude has car seats in the back of his car. And like he has like a family to feed while I'm over here just trying to play football and figure it out. So like basically tell me there's levels, and he calls me a burger flipper or 5'1". I gotta get the coin Mr. Herbig, every day. So
you're Mr. Herbig now. The stuff that really tripped me out is when he started calling Connor Mr. Heyward. I was like, bro, he ain't Mr. Heyward yet.
He got 10 tackles.
He did get 10 tackles. But he ain't Mr. Heyward. I'm Mr. Heyward.
Oh, that's my favorite Heyward.
Nah, you Uncle Heyward. Uncle Heyward.
I'm about to change this podcast into something else real quick. You better chill out.
Nah, bro. You know how we do like punt pregame and Cam come up over Connor? Man, Connor over there telling me, bro, help me. I'm like, all right, I kick. I go to hit Cam. Oh, my head was all sore. Whacked him in the head. Boom. I was like, yeah, I'm never doing that again.
I'm going straight to you this year. How about that?
Wait, if you like get chopped, come on.
Hey, what's some defensive players y'all watched growing up?
Me, it was I started getting to football a little late. But my pops used to always watch Warren Sapp. And then JJ, just knowing that he went to Wisconsin. That was another guy I used to watch.
Ray Lewis. You're definitely like my favorite player growing up.
No, it wasn't. Quit lying, bro. We know.
Stop, bro. I was already older by the time he was, in college. So it was like by the time I knew him, I'm a freshman already.
Who had the better stats in college, you or TJ?
Me.
I don't know.
I did. You can look it up.
I'll look it up.
I beat him.
He was the better player, you or him?
Me.
Oh.
And
I don't know. He was pretty damn good his senior year.
What do you have?
He had 16 tackles for loss and 11 sacks in 11 games.
Go look
Let's see
at
what
mine.
TJ did.
Go look at mine.
That was you.
Oh, yeah.
You forgot it was him.
Forgot it was me.
TJ had 11 and a half sacks and 16 tackles for loss in 14 games, though. He needed 3 more games to do it. So
No, but I don't think they qualify for anything.
And he was in college. He was in college longer than me. I only was there for 3 years.
All right. You're the better player.
I'm a pot already, and he's not even here.
what was the biggest difference, guys, transition from Wisconsin to Pittsburgh?
I don't know. It was pretty simple. Like the defense was the same. I feel like your D lineman. I feel like the camaraderie was kind of the same. Like I said before, like Milk was my vet, and he was already here, so he kind of filled me in on kind of how the vibe of the room was before I got here. I think my transition was smooth.
I think the hardest part was like learning like to find a balance between your free time and like when you're working, because it's not like college, you know what I mean? Like college, you're always going, you always got class, and if you get breaks, it's like 2 weeks at the most. But now it's like you got a whole off season. You got some days you're getting home earlier than most or longer. So just finding that equal balance between when to shut it down and when I gotta go.
Hey, who's the favorite guy to go against in backs on backers?
I mean, we go against the tight ends.
But you went against the running backs too, right?
Nah, they don't want to do that.
Oh, they don't want that smoke with you?
They don't want that.
Who do you like going against in tight ends?
Darnell. I like what Darnell. He's basically a tackle, so he's working my moves.
Hey, Bert Kreischer told us that Hawaiians have flat feet. Is that true?
Yeah, my junk kind of flat.
They gotta wear sandals everywhere and all.
Bert don't even answer his phone, man. I don't want to hear nothing about Bert.
Oh, y'all beefing now?
Wow.
Nah, that's my dog. That's my dog. Do I gotta pull up the picture of us flexing together?
So have y'all talked since the concert?
Yeah, we talk all the time.
You just said he's not picking up the phone.
I know. I'm trying to like give a good image about him. No, we haven't. Like we talked like once or twice.
Oh, okay. So y'all aren't cool.
What's your welcome to the league moment?
I probably game 1, probably the first kickoff. We're playing San Fran my rookie year. I'm on kickoff return, and I'm like, Danny got me in the middle. And this is like the old kickoff rules. It's not the 5 yards apart. So I'm like in the middle of the field. It's rocking in there, home game, season opener. I'm like, all right, like let's get it. And I got the R5, I think. And he looked like a running back. And I was like, okay. So they kick it off. I turn around. I get to my spot. My spot to set up was like the 30-yard line. And I turn back around, and the guy's running past me already. And I'm just watching him run past me and just smack at Mac returning the ball. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. Danny's over there spitting in my face, cussing me out like, wake the fuck up, blah, blah, blah. This isn't college, this and that. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, yeah, I need to lock in real quick. Like, this ain't no joke. Like, dudes are really flying out there. Like, he was flying.
What about you, KB?
I'm gonna go with the special team side too. Playing tight end, field goal on PAT, field goal. Doing it in practice, doing it preseason, it felt great. He said sometimes you might have 3, take one arm, the other one with the other one, like he said, one with the grill or whatever. I'm like, all right, bet, I got it. Had preseason, did great. First game, I actually went in for you, and it was a little bit faster than preseason. I hit 2 people, and I thought I had everybody, so I came out. Like, we made the field goal and everything, came off. Everything was good. Next thing you know, I'm getting ripped by Danny Smith. Like, what the fuck? You let one person in? Like, you're supposed to have 3 people. I'm telling them I did. I'm swearing that I did. We go watch film again, and sure enough, somebody just jumped through the jumper gap, didn't touch him. I'm like, yeah, this shit a little faster than I thought.
I never saw him on PAT after that.
Yeah, you ain't see me out there again.
Well, we're going to get you back out there. I'm not doing that no more.
Let's do it.
All right.
You got to help me out, though.
No, I'm done.
No, you got to help me learn this shit. It's hard.
What's y'all's starstruck moment playing against somebody?
Mine was Derrick Henry, tackling Derrick Henry. Everybody saying how strong he was. Like, not even saying, but like me watching like TV of him running through people. And we had played the Titans last year or 2 years ago. And I got a couple hits on them that felt good. I felt dominant. And it was amazing.
I think for me was our rookie year when we went to Buffalo, and I got to talk to Von Miller after the game. Like, that was really cool for me, because just being the type of player he is, and I used to watch him all the time too. And he's like a undersized edge rusher, like you don't see guys like that all the time. So I feel like I could relate to him in that aspect, and just seeing what he did for the game, and how great he is. He's a Hall of Famer. That was a moment for me. I was like, wow, that is pretty cool.
Best games as a pro.
I think it was the second Bengal game. Was that home?
Yeah, the second one was home that year. It was like the last week of the year.
Yeah. And like, cause I never really played nobody back to back like that, like to where I can like kind of pick up where I left off on my pass rush. Like, I got the feel out for the person I was going against, and I was rolling. I felt like I was rolling.
I don't know. I think maybe that Ravens game last year, I made Derrick Henry fumble. That was kind of like
that was special.
Yeah.
And that was like,
talk about that play in particular, getting that strip off of Derrick Henry.
That was classic.
Yeah, I started that game, so that was like my first game back from my injury, from my hamstring. So the nerves were going. I was lit. It was like whatever. And of course they're gonna zone read me. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna pick on me. And I just seen Lamar give it. I just have to make sure he gave the ball though, because if we didn't want him to run. And so then I just shot down the line, and I kind of just took an angle. And I really thought he was gonna bounce outside, but he cut up like right where I was running. So I just left my feet, and I think I was throwing left, right. I went left, right, like hump, hump, like Max Holloway, pump, pump. And I just seen the ball come out. I was like, yeah. I was just hoping his knee wasn't down, but I just didn't send him. Been in the gym, dog.
We've talked about the rookies, guys. What do you think about the offseason, the trade for DK Metcalf, and the signing of like Darius Slay?
Love that for us. I'm not very like offensive minded, but I just know that DK's a high level player. We can use that on our offense for sure. Kind of take some stress off with GP a little bit, and add an event like Darius Slay, a Super Bowl champ. I think that'll be great for our DB room.
Now you're in what, year 3?
Yeah.
And so what does it look like you guys in year 3? For you guys in year 3?
I think last year, like when I got with you, and start going to get treatment and get IVs and just taking more care of my body, and realizing like everything I do in the facility like isn't enough. Like, we have great staff, we have great people around us that help us, but at the end of the day, it's like how are you getting better outside of when you're here? Like your time at the facility when you clock out. Like, is there extra stuff you're doing to prepare yourself mentally and physically for the season? You know, because I didn't really realize like how much of a grind it is. You know, like since from camp, like from Latrobe to the end of the season, it's a grind. You know, I mean, it's a long season. And being available for your team, I think is huge. And last year was like the first time in my career, really, since college, that I've missed some time due to injury. So just being more serious about that and taking care of myself.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same route. Just filling these past 2 years out, just knowing that it was a lot of time, like where I didn't have nothing going on, but just knowing that this year would be the time like to fill that in with more recovery or working out again or something like that. But just making sure I'm not just sitting around too long. Like you said, like when I'm done here, I'm not done for the day, but taking care of my body off the field.
All right, bigger legend of Pittsburgh, Big Ben or Sidney Crosby?
Big Ben.
Oh, Big Ben. Yeah, Big Ben for sure. I'm not a hockey guy though, so don't get mad at me.
I'm going
people.
Big Ben.
I'm not a hockey guy, but Big Ben's a legend, bro.
All right, I got a game I want to play with all three of you, all right? We play a game called This or That on the show. I'll give you two things, and you got to pick one of the two, all right? We're going to do a Big Ten versus NFL version. All three of you played in the Big Ten, all right? Camp Randall or Acrisure?
Acrisure.
Camp
Randall.
For sure.
Oh my God.
Jump around, bro? What?
Okay, that's the next question. Renegade or Jump Around?
Jump around.
Cam,
Jump
you been in
around,
Camp Randall,
Cam.
bro. You been-
Don't be
you
stupid.
know, bro.
That's the youngness in y'all. Y'all need to
Be
stop.
real. Bro, come on, bro.
Y'all sound
Renegade
horrible.
5'2" though. Don't get me wrong. But jump around.
When you're in college and you came to Wisconsin and you played in Camp Randall and Jump Around came on, you were shaking.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah. You were like, oh shit.
It probably was empty by then, huh?
We was done. Well, I only lost one time to Wisconsin, so.
They said the starters was out of halftime.
Yeah. It was empty already. The jump wasn't good.
See, but I feel like there's a positive and negative to that though, because we played Joey and them, and Jump Around came on.
They stole it.
And they stole Jump Around from us. They all
Yeah.
hitting backflips and dancing over there. I'm like, damn.
So if you lose and jump around, ain't 5. But if you winning, it's that, bro.
Y'all don't like Seven Nation Army in at Ohio State?
No, Ohio State weak, bro.
Y'all horseshoe.
Did y'all beat the Ohio State?
Y'all just got better
No.
recruiting. Y'all got more money, bro. Got bigger donors.
Imagine saying better recruiting when that means just better players.
I mean, we're grimy, bro. We're gritty. We get it.
Get it out the mud,
Yeah,
bro.
we're blue collar, bro. We're blue collar
It's a
guys.
little different in Wisconsin, bro. We weren't wearing watches and Louis bracelets during games, bro. We had to get out.
Neither were we.
Yes, y'all was.
Wow, y'all just gonna lie on us now. That's crazy.
Better rivalries, Big Ten or AFC North?
AFC North.
AFC North,
North.
yeah.
You got Steelers.
Tougher venues to play, college or pro?
College.
I don't even think Camp Randall's. I feel like Happy Valley is probably the toughest place, but
Valley, bro. Low key, Iowa, bro. Kinnick
I-
Stadium.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, Iowa's like
At
in a
night. Iowa at night, dangerous.
They chirping.
Yeah.
I'm like, how are you gonna say that when we just waved to the little kids in the hospital? Now you're gonna say terrible. You kiss your mother with that mouth?
All right, so Camp Randall or the Shoe? Tougher place to play.
Camp Randall for sure.
Yeah.
the shoe.
No, the shoe kind of loud, though.
The shoe is loud. What are you talking about?
Ah,
It's kind of loud.
Nick,
Yeah,
you
I
need to
feel
let that
bad
art
for
go.
the-
Here you go.
The opposing offense in the shoe.
yeah.
But on defense, we be straight in the shoe.
yeah, we was like,
Well, what's the loudest venue for you three, pro or college, you've ever played in?
For me, probably when we went to Seattle and it was like a tight game, and like the way that stadium's built, like everything's just on top of each other, so it just echoes back and forth, and it shakes like crazy. But that's probably the one for me.
Yeah, I'm going to say the Big Ten championship in Indy. It was in college, 2019. We played Ohio State, and the calls wasn't getting there because it was so damn loud.
Sounds like
It's
Ohio
kinda
State
bad.
fans, dog.
It's okay. And the echoes, so it was indoor, so it
Yeah,
kind
it
of
was
made y'all sound a little
area.
louder.
it was a concealed area. Bro.
Yeah.
Chill, bro.
All right, my last one. Better uniforms, college or pro?
Ooh, bro,
you
get that color rush. That color rush is.
We done had some plenty. I had plain for both.
Yeah, we are very traditional college and pro.
So which one you taking?
Well, I'm gonna say pro. We had the gray face mask.
Yeah.
We ain't never had none in college.
Those all black unis were fresh too.
Yeah, the color rush, bro.
No, we had the all red dog. That was cool.
No, we didn't.
Our last year, we were the all red one game.
Wait, did y'all see this? What just happened? What just dropped? That we got the yellow helmets.
Did we?
Yes.
No, that don't even sound convincing, bro.
What do you mean?
No, that's true. He's not lying. I think they really did just announce that.
All right, I guess we gotta get you guys out of here. But I want to say one thing. Got the schedule release coming out. You guys did a special shoot. Looking forward to watching it. Anything you guys can tell us about it?
We were told that we have to keep it under wraps because the Bigfoot has a location to our house. So if anything leaks, we might get dismembered. So
Dismembered?
You know what I was trying to say? Excommunicado, whatever. John Wick. No, he's gonna John Wick us.
All right, boys. Well, I want to say thank you so much for coming on the show. To everybody, make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. Drop a follow and a rating wherever you get your stream on your podcast. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Appreciate it, boys.
Happy 50th, bro.
Hey, bro, chill out, bro. Don't be doing that.